What's up, YouTube? What's up, sports fans? It's Billy B back with you with Week 14. Week 13 was not good to us. We went 1-2-1 last week. Got my first tie of the season, but we're going to have to pick it up before Week 14. I want to get you some more wins. So without further ado, I'm going to give you my Week 14 picks right now. I'm going to start you off with the Chicago Bears, -3 against Minnesota Vikings. The Bears put out a stinker against the Seattle Seahawks. They let Russell Wilson run all over the field, pass all over the field against them in the fourth quarter and overtime. So I think they're going to steady up their defense and be able. They're probably going to not be able to stop Adrian Peterson, but I don't think they're going to let him run for more than 150 yards here. And that's a lot of yards still, but for Adrian Peterson, that's not too many yards. So I think they'll be able to stop their passing game, and Adrian Peterson will be the only person that will be able to do anything for the Minnesota Vikings. So the Chicago Bears will be able to cover the spread, and the Bears are 6-0 against the spread in the last 6 meetings between these two teams, and the favorite is 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. So I will be taking the Bears -3. Take them. My next pick, I got the Indianapolis Colts -5 against the Tennessee Titans. The Indianapolis Colts are on a emotional roller coaster ride here with this season they are having. I don't know how Andrew Luck pulled it off last week against the Detroit Lions. He had a really bad game. He threw 3 picks, but that last drive he had was unbelievable, throwing that touchdown pass with no time left. The Colts, they are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 home games. They're 5-0 against the spread versus a team with a losing record, and they are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. So I will be taking the Colts -5 against Tennessee Titans. My next game I'm going to be taking is the Cincinnati Bengals -3 against Dallas. Cincinnati is a very hot team right now. They are in the playoff hunt. I like the way they are running with Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis. AJ Green is a stud, and their defense is very good. And Cincinnati is 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games. And Dallas, they've won their last couple games. They are in the playoff hunt as well, but they just gave up 33 points to Philadelphia last week. Philadelphia hasn't scored over 24 points all year, and Philadelphia had their second string players in last week. They had Bryce Brown and their backup quarterback in. I can't think of his name right now. I don't know why. I live in Philadelphia, and that's pretty bad. So, I don't see how Dallas could end up winning this game. It's in Cincinnati. Cincinnati needs to win this game to keep up with Pittsburgh, who just beat the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm going to be taking the Cincinnati Bengals -3 to beat Dallas. Take them. And for my lock of the week, I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers Atlanta Falcons over 47. The over is 5-1-2 in the last 8 meetings between these two teams. These teams are going to score a lot of points in this game. I actually believe the Carolina Panthers might win this game outright, but I'm not too sure of that. But I believe points will be scored a plentiful in this game. So take the over 47. Take them. Lock of the week. So without further ado, Sean P is going to give you his picks for Week 14 right now.
What's up, guys? Sean Patrick here, back with you for Week 14. Very sorry I could not make the video last week. I had a lot of schoolwork to do, swamped with finals, swamped with projects and papers and that kind of thing. So last week I wasn't able to make the video. However, I did submit my picks to Billy B, who gave you guys the picks. And unfortunately, they went 1-3. So the week before that, I was 2-2. It's been a little bit of a slump for me. This week, we're going to pick it up. I feel good about the picks this week. And now this is a little bit of an ode here to Geo Knows, who is a fellow prognosticator on YouTube. You can find his channel by searching YouTube for Geo Knows. And when he was struggling, he decided to drink while he was doing his picks. And he found that even if it didn't help him do better, this is my concoction, even if it didn't help him do better, it made him feel better. So it's a Wednesday afternoon, and here I sit with my vodka and my Sprite, little concoction that I mixed together. And here it is here, the final product. Take a sip for you guys. All right. Now, with that out of the way, let's get to the picks this week. All right. So, Denver minus 10.5 over Oakland is a very solid play here this week, and that's my first pick I'm giving you guys. Denver is on a roll. They've won their last 7 in a row, and they've won 8 out of 9. Oakland, on the other hand, has been struggling. They've lost their last 5, and they've lost earlier to Denver 37-6. Let's go with the Denver Broncos minus 10.5 over the Oakland Raiders. My second pick. Now, I've been avoiding the Eagles this year like the plague because, quite frankly, they're like 2-9 against the spread. Every time I've picked them, they've lost. I might have had 1 win with them. I've been terrible at them all year. I'm not picking the Eagles, and I'm not picking against the Eagles either. I'm just taking the over. The Eagles and the Bucs over is 47.5. Now, the Eagles' offense with Brown and Foles starting together has won over 20 points the last 2 games, and that's the only 2 times that they've started together. It's looked like a whole new Eagles team, a whole new Eagles offense. They're scoring points. But the defense, on the other hand, still can't stop anybody. They still stink. So, having said both of them factors there, you should feel pretty good about the over. Let's get some further support for that. The Bucs are 9-3 on the season, 9 overs, 3 unders. 3 of the last 4 head-to-head matchups between these teams have went over. 8 of the last 9 Bucs games have went over. 3 of the last 4 Eagles games have went over. All the trends here are pointing to over. I like the over of 47.5. Let's roll with it. Now, my next pick. The New York Giants minus 5.5 over the New Orleans Saints. The New York Giants have stepped up and beat good teams they faced. The New Orleans Saints have failed against good teams. Besides their win against Atlanta the first time, they've lost to good teams that they faced. The Giants have covered 3 of the last 4 against the spread head-to-head. And overall, I just like the Giants here to win this because of the fact that against similar competition, when you look at how both teams have fared against good teams, the Giants have done really well. I mean, you've got blowout wins against Green Bay and San Francisco, while the Saints have struggled against really good teams, except Atlanta, who's in their division, so it kind of is X'd out. And, you know, they did lose to them the second time. So I really like the Giants here to win this game. Let's roll with them. Finally, my lock of the week. I like Green Bay minus 7 over Detroit. Detroit has lost their last 4 games. Their last win came against the Jacksonville Jaguars, which is not very impressive. Green Bay has won 6 of the last 7. Green Bay has covered the last 3 head-to-head matchups, and Aaron Rodgers is playing a lot better than Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford has stunk this year. The whole team has stunk. You've got a bunch of dirty players like Sue, and you know, I mean, it's just not good for the Detroit Lions. They're heading in opposite directions. The Lions are heading this way, and the Packers are heading this way. So let's go with Green Bay here. Minus 7 is a steal for this game. Let's take that as a lock of the week. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We will see you next week. Make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave your comments below. And like I just said, I'll say it again, see you for Week 15.